It's like a form of mind control, right? They convince you have to have it, you gotta buy it now. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Adventures with Amirah. Today I'm going to be telling you 25 things I will not be buying in 2025. Number one, jewelry. I've started to realize I have a little bit of a problem just with shopping in general. I see things and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. That would go with this or that. I've just really started to assess my collection of jewelry and realize, what do I even need all this stuff for? I tend to gravitate towards the same pieces all the time anyway. For instance, this necklace I've had for probably 14 years. My husband got me a long time ago. And what I love about this piece, I can sleep in it, I shower in it, I swim in the ocean in it. I'm probably not supposed to do any of that stuff in it. I'm not buying any more jewelry, so yay for that. Number two, handbags. You guys, I have been wearing the same handbag for almost 4 years now. I have a cute little pink Kate Spade handbag. I got it on clearance at the outlet mall. And I love it. And it's small. It fits right in between my seats of my car when I'm driving. I have so many handbags. My husband used to buy me a lot of Coach bags or different types of brands of bags. I do have this Ted Baker London bag right here, and we actually got that when we were in London. And I carry it sometimes. The only problem is, as much as I love those pretty chains that are on it, they're like a rose gold chain, they make a lot of noise. And I have a few other purses that had some chains on them. And to be honest, if I'm going to my son's orchestra concerts like I used to, they would like jingle and stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed in the audience. Like, no, don't have a purse that makes noise. I just need to narrow it down and just have maybe 1 or 2 handbags. And I'll probably gift the others to other people. Number 3, exercise equipment. Oh my gosh. So we've tried different exercise equipment at the house because when we were in Colorado, it was so cold, you couldn't always make it out to the gym or you get snowed in. And we had a treadmill at the house, but they just take up so much room. And I just got rid of a recumbent bike. And honestly, we live in Florida, so we can go outside pretty much all year round. So I got rid of that recumbent bike. Hopefully it will go on to someone else that could enjoy it. Number 4, perfume. Okay. I have a favorite perfume and I finally found it after like 15, 20 years of looking for perfumes that didn't give me a headache. Now that I have that perfume, I tend to gravitate back to it. I've tried other perfumes and I always come back to that one. It is Mon Guerlain and I love it. It makes me happy. So once you find your signature scent, it's just a waste to keep spending more money on other perfume you may or may not like. So I'm not buying anymore. Dishes. Okay, you guys, I have this thing for china and little teacups, and serving dishes and party platters, and I've had all of these things for years. We used to do a lot of parties, and when the kids were younger, I would do these events, and I would use my crystal and my serving dishes. Now I don't really have people over. We don't have a lot of family around anymore. Unfortunately, a lot of my family has passed away. So we don't have company coming. One day, hopefully, you know, my kids will get married and I'll have grandbabies, which I'm very excited about it. But even then, I probably won't be having a lot of formal get-togethers, maybe at Thanksgiving or Christmas. So no more dishes for me. I'm actually getting rid of a ton of dishes. I did a post on 25 things I just decluttered for 2025 already, and it had a lot of serving dishes in it, so no more. Lotions. I have realized over the years, and I used to be a makeup artist, so we did a lot of skincare with Estee Lauder, and I've realized my skin is just so hypersensitive to things that it's not worth the risk. Most times I will try things and I'll realize I go right back to my CeraVe lotion that I've been using for years and years. It works well with my skin, and I just don't want to waste money on that anymore. Pajamas. Did anybody else get addicted to pajamas during COVID other than me? I don't even know. Like, why do I have this many pairs of pajamas? If you're decluttering like I am right now, I know most people are in January, it is really astounding to see how much of the same items you tend to gravitate to if you really like something. So I'm just not buying any more pairs of pajamas. After Victoria's Secret had their semi-annual sale, and I'd already had some from last year's semi-annual sale, I was like, no more pajamas. The next thing I won't be buying this year is any kind of hair tool. I have tried so many different types of curling irons for my hair. I have hot rollers from back in the day. I do heatless curls mostly, and I really, really want to do my hair. I use one specific curling iron. It's a tourmaline curling iron I've had for maybe 10 years. Oh, if it ever dies on me, I'm going to be so sad. And this is the type of curls that I put in my hair because my hair is pin straight like Jennifer Aniston straight. I've always loved curly hair. I always wanted curly hair my whole life, and I've tried them all. And you know what? They don't really work. The only thing that I bought recently was a hair dryer for my daughter. We were at Disney for our anniversary recently, and they had a metal hair dryer over at Contemporary Resort, and I've heard they have the same hair dryer around the world. Like when I looked up the reviews for it, and she was like, Mommy, this thing is really drying my hair, and it has an actual cool shot that actually gets cooled off to kind of set whatever she's doing with her hair for the day. So I sprung for that over Christmas. It wasn't that bad. I mean, maybe like 60 something dollars I think I paid for it. People from around the world were talking about their hair dryer they found at a hotel. It's all metal. Somebody said they've had theirs that looks exactly like that for 30 years. That's the kind of quality stuff I want to start investing in instead of these fly-by-night hair tools that everybody's promoting on TikTok or whatever. I just want to stick with what I know works and not waste any more money. Cheap clothing. Okay, you guys, anybody guilty of this other than me of just going online and then you see some cute outfit and you start looking like, oh my gosh, that's so inexpensive. I can just buy this. It's like fast fashion, right? I watched this documentary on Netflix. Our family watched it called Buy Now. If you guys haven't seen it, you should check it out. Another YouTuber recommended it to me. It really opened my eyes to a lot of things. And I mean, I kind of already knew this because my degree's in psychology. So I realized a lot of them promoting things is like a form of mind control, right? They convince you have to have it, you got to buy it now, it's going to be on sale, and if you don't get it right this second, you're going to miss out on something. And I bought a few items that were just super inexpensive, and we're not going to talk about the website that I used to buy some of these items, but let's just say we won't be buying any more of that stuff. And I literally got the stuff in the mail, and I swear, you guys, it was not any kind of fabric I've ever seen. I don't know if it was like plastic. It didn't even feel like real fabric on the skin. It was very strange. I just was like, I don't want to waste money on things like that. If I have to buy something, it will be something that will last a longer time. It'll probably be a piece that I invest a little bit more money into and just stop with all the fast fashion. It's just not worth it. Pens, pencils, and markers. This is really easy. I had 2 kids in school. One of them's gone. I don't need all of these pens, pencils, and markers. I used to buy everything at the Dollar Tree that I thought was cute. No. 11 is wrapping paper. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen Tori Spelling's mom, and she had a whole room in their like 56,000 square foot mansion. It was like a floor of their house that was like a giant wrapping paper room. That's my dream room, except that who am I going to give all this stuff to? Who needs that much wrapping paper? I'm sure when you're a wealthy bazillionaire in Beverly Hills, you have lots of parties and friends and people to give gifts to. We don't really have anybody to give that many gifts to. So I'm thinking, why do I need all of this wrapping paper and ribbons? No more. Blankets. Okay, our whole family has a little bit of problem with these blankets. We like the really soft, cozy blankets. But now that we have our blankets that we like, I'm just not buying anymore. We have way too many. I'm actually about to donate a bunch of them. Kitchen gadgets. Luckily, I never got into the air fryer phase, and I tend to be a creature of habit, so I don't really need any more kitchen gadgets. I have a Ninja blender, like this onion chopper thing that I've used before, like a vegetable chopper. That's about all I use, and I only use that thing maybe once a year. My cutting board, I have a heart-shaped cutting board that I love so much, and I used to have more cutting boards. I got rid of all that, so no more kitchen gadgets. Coffee mugs. Okay. Now, I love coffee mugs. I love coffee. I love the cute sayings. I love the cute pictures. Where am I going to put all that stuff? It really becomes such a thing when you collect something. I just got 2 for Christmas. My son gave me a set of Hello Kitty mugs. I love Hello Kitty. So I intend to keep those, and I'm decluttering a whole lot of other coffee mugs that I have in my cabinet. I have a whole set that I got years ago from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to get rid of all that stuff. Impulse buys. Okay, you guys, I can't go to Target. Can you go to Target and not buy random stuff? Like if I go to Target with a list, by the time I hit the front door, I don't even remember that list. It doesn't exist anymore. I've already wandered off to the dollar spot. I've like found something cute over there, over here. By the time I'm leaving, I don't even have anything that was on the list. So I'm trying to get away from impulse buys and then just go and get those things. Online FOMO buys. Did anybody else see this dog sled bed at Christmas this year? I wanted it so bad. It wasn't this exact picture, but it was a different one. It had a little dog. They were pulling around the house in the little sled, and it was so cute. And I swear it was being promoted to me. The AI, I swear, it read my mind or something like, you really want this dog bed, don't you? You want this dog bed. It's going to be so cute for your dogs to get pulled around the house. What? Who needs a sled-shaped dog bed? Where am I going to put it? We don't have space in this house for your winter dog beds and your summer dog bed. No. No more fear of missing out buys because it was like, oh, it's going to be on sale, and it was a Black Friday sale, and then it was still through Christmas. I literally clicked on it like at least 4 different times over this holiday season, but thanks for the strength from above because I did not buy it, and I am trying to stop doing that this year. Luckily, I'm not on TikTok, but I've heard that people on TikTok, ooh, they just push. Beauty tools and gadgets. I had the rose quartz, the pink jade roller. I had the amethyst jade roller. I had the jade roller. I had the gua sha things. Why? No more beauty tools. I don't need anything. Number 18, just in case gifts. Do you guys buy stuff and say, oh my gosh, somebody I know might want this, or my sister may want this, or my mom might want this, and then you just have gifts? I literally used to have a gift closet in our house that was full to the gills with gifts. Expensive candles, jewelry, perfume, Victoria's Secret lotions, body sprays, Bath and Body, where stuff would be on sale, and I'd be like, okay, well, what if somebody's having a birthday? Especially when I was working, I would give the girls at work stuff. I'm just one of those people. I'm just very free-hearted, and I just give. No more just buying gifts to have gifts on standby. Number 19, nail polish. I have way too much nail polish. I have a teen daughter who went through a phase with the sparkles and everything, and then she suddenly was like, Mom, I just want some black nail polish. I was like, black polish? No. But I don't really use all this nail polish anymore, and it ends up going bad. And nail polish is not cheap anymore, you guys. I buy Essie polish normally because it lasts the longest on me and it doesn't bother my allergies. And that stuff is like $9 or $10 a bottle, so no more nail polish. Home decor. I went through a little phase. I did this office setup probably about 2 years ago, and I bought a little dresser, this like for my makeup collection. And I had a few things that I bought for this, and that was really the last time I bought a lot, but no more home decor. I don't need any more tchotchkes. Picture frames. We used to put up a lot of picture frames, and so I have some empty picture frames over the years where you take down older photos, and I never even put them back up. I have a few things around the house. I just realized they're clutter. I'm going to get rid of a lot of my picture frames and donate them, let them be used by somebody that actually puts up a lot of picture frames. It's just one more thing for me to dust, and I just don't want to have to deal with too many of those items, so no more of those. Number 23, houseplants. I love houseplants. I love the aesthetic of the plants. But as a person who actually gardens and has some houseplants, I've realized they can be a lot of work. We're in Florida. There's like 9 billion creepy crawlies that can get in the soil, which just grosses me out to be in the house. I do have some bamboo plants. I have 2 or 3 indoor like lucky bamboo plants, and I have a few pothos, and those can be propagated easily. And we travel a lot, so I don't want any high maintenance plants. Maybe at a different time in my life, if we're here more, I could do that. But even my plants outside, if we leave for about a week or so, sometimes when we go to Europe, we're gone about 10 days, and everything's dead when we come back. It's so hot. So no more houseplants. Oh, heaven help me, Hobby Lobby. When I go in there, I don't know how to leave. I need to stay out of Hobby Lobby. My daughter does crafts. She crochets. She macrames. She embroiders. She paints. She does beadwork. She makes jewelry. because we opened a business together some years ago during COVID, and she was making all her own little crystal bracelets and everything. So we have so many craft items in this house. I've decided we're going to use what we have in the house and not bring anything else in. And number 25, crystals. So if you know me, you know I love crystals. And we started a crystal business this past year. It's done really well. We've been open about 6 months now. So I get all the joy I can from buying crystals for other people. And I don't want to buy any more for me because I have a very beautiful, lovely collection of crystals that I use not only as decoration, but also for metaphysical purposes and for healing. And I just don't want to be overwhelmed with crystals and having them everywhere. I go out to crystal shows and I see so many things I love, and I just really want to curtail that part of myself. Like, you don't really need anymore just because they're beautiful. You know, so I'm trying to really cut back on spending on things like that that are just frivolous for me at this point in my life. All right, you guys, let me know down below, are there things you're trying not to buy this year? I'm not going to say it's a no-buy year, but these are the first 25 things I'm trying not to buy. Have a great day, you guys. Bye-bye.